of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the triumphant game between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. This and much, much more, live with Aaron and John.
Yeah!
What's up, John?
What's up, dude?
I only have one thing to say to you. And it goes like this. Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory. Braves on the warpath. Fight for old DC. Yeah.
Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
I thought I had the entire song on my little board here. I don't have it. I need it on there. What the heck?
Yeah. What the hey?
What the hey?
Beaten Dallas in 2 years until now.
Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory.
Ionitis throwing Zeke about 4 or 5 yards back and trying to get the Dak on this one play that you loved on YouTube on the Twitter feed. I mean,
Yeah, if there's any way I can get that link off the Twitter feed and put that little thing up here on the video podcast,
throwing
then
him
I'm
out
going to do it.
Huh? Just throwing him out the club.
Dude, I know
Dude,
it's amazing.
we need to give a shout out to our longtime benevolent sponsor, Desmond C. Lee.
You do that while I try to pull up this link. Yeah, Desmond C. Lee, pumped, I'm sure.
You guys can follow him on Twitter, Desmond C. Lee 2. Follow us at Harry Hog. Check out the website, all that good stuff. Dude,
What?
the offense Alex Smith totally tried to give this game away.
Oh, we want to start with the negatives?
Yeah! Because I don't like Alex Smith.
We are getting old. We have to start with negatives.
Yeah!
Before we do that, let's start in here in the peanut gallery. We got San in here asking, is my hoodie green? No, it's actually black. It's just this green screen doesn't read it right. And then it's got these, like, kind of aqua
Velvet.
colored. Well, it's actually like chroma blue colored strings on it. I can tuck me. I'm just going to tuck mine in.
Just tuck yours in.
Maybe that'll fix it. And the inside of the hood is that same color.
It's funny because you could see the stadium on the little string.
I know, on the string. Dude, imagine if you had something like that in real life. You would be a rich millionaire because you would have like the perfect camouflage and you could sell it to the military.
You sell it to the highest bidder, whoever wants to take over the world.
There, is that better? Now you still see it right here.
Right there.
I'm going to tuck
Right
this
there.
string in. Anyway, welcome to everyone in the peanut gallery.
Welcome.
Desmond C. Lee 1 was hacked or stolen. Probably stolen by a cowboy.
It's probably stolen by, damn Cowboys.
Hey, dudes, Cowboys suck.
Joker!
I called it.
Joke 'em. Dude, I tweeted that. It's somewhere in the Twitter feed down here in the bottom. It was cracking me up because someone sent us a tweet and it had like a music note and it just said Jerry Jones and his son, music note. It was amazing.
And the sun.
And it's dude, San is the only person in the chat room. I bet everyone else is still out partying from that victory.
Probably.
But you wanted to start with the negative. All right. You can bring me down a little bit. We're going to start with the negative. And yes, Alex Smith and Jay Gruden did try to give the game away at the end. Alex Smith not running out of bounds was about as amateur of a play as you can get for someone that makes $70-some million or whatever it is.
How many years has Alex Smith been playing in the NFL? This is exactly why he's Donovan McNubb, number 2. Andy Reid laughing all the way to the bank once again. He just keeps trading us all these over-the-hill quarterbacks.
Dude, the number one goal on that play, because you knew that Jay Gruden was going to call a wuss play.
Was going to call some stupid throwing play instead of actually running the ball, even though the first 2 plays he ran the ball, and it looked like the guys didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah. So the number one thing that Alex Smith could do on that play was get tackled so the clock runs and the Cowboys had to use their final timeout. And he did not, and I was just like...
Everyone, I'm sure the entire stadium was just like, you are that... Kirk Cousins.
John, it's all... Dude, that's beating a dead horse.
No, it's not. He's doing great in Minnesota.
What's their record?
I don't know. They might be 4-2 or 4-3 or something like that.
I think they're like 4-2-1 because they have a tie. Like they're not doing better than us.
They're not doing better than us, but he's thrown like twice as many touchdowns as Alex Smith.
Yeah, our offense, dude. Have you noticed from ever since the Super Bowl years that our team either has like a decent offense and a horrible defense, or a decent defense and a horrible offense? It's never
it's never balanced.
Dude, if we didn't have AP right now,
we'd suck. We'd be like 1-5.
That dude is a freaking beast. Let's talk about him for a minute now that you got Alex Smith out of the way.
Alex Smith. We'll talk about him. I may talk about him when it comes to the Kicking the Balls Award.
And that's how I talk about him first. But anyway, all right. Let's talk a little bit about AP. He was 99 yards on the day.
98. 98? Did they move him up to 99?
When I looked the other day, it was 99 unless they changed it.
Let's see. Let me check out. Let me do Josh's job. All right. Adrian Peterson was given an extra yard, so he got to 99. Almost got to 100.
Did he get an extra one for the play where he ran a yard and then lateraled it to Alex Smith?
No, dude, because it's already down when he lateraled it.
Dude, you know what my theory was on that lateral? That he was getting Alex Smith back for the week before, where Alex Smith hung him out to dry over in the flat, and his knee got nailed, and I thought he was going to be injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Jay Gruden in his post conference say that he thought that Adrian Peterson did a great job except for the lateral, and he hadn't yelled at him about that yet.
Yeah, he was joking like he normally does, but
yeah,
I'm going to miss him when he gets fired.
Just like you miss Norv?
Norvell Turner.
Doesn't he work for the Cowboys, or did he move on from that?
He's been to 7 different teams. He's with the Panthers right now.
Oh, we beat him last week.
We did, and they didn't even mention him one time. That's how long it's been since he was mediocre head coach with us.
Yo, Alamo City Live Music is in the chat. What's up, yo?
Yo, yo, yo,
yo. Remember the Alamo. So, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, Jay Gruden. Yeah, post-game conference. Yeah, I mean, all right. Overall impressions of the game. We started really strong. On both, well, kind of on defense, right? I mean, offense didn't have a full field to drive on that first touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, the first drive was really good, and then after that, we sucked. And the second half,
the first drive was good.
Was pretty good, and then we sucked. And then the defense got us a fantastic touchdown for that's the third time we've done that against Dallas that I remember, because I remember they showed that one with Troy Aikman a while ago, and then of course the 1982 NFC Championship game.
Yeah. Well, wasn't there the one on that Jeff Rutledge miracle win too? I kind of remember that.
Jeff Rutledge
against Detroit.
Rutledge.
You remember that game? Because you and I were in high school and we were working at that haunted house that was in Pembroke Mall. And we with like in between customers coming through, we would watch the game. Remember this? You were there, right?
No, dude. Well, yes, but that's not the right weekend because I was watching that with my dad and my aunt who was living in D.C. at the time.
The Jeff Rutledge game?
Yeah, because we were watching it at Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, I'm kind of mismatching.
You're mismatching because we
memories.
did watch a game, but I can't remember what game it was.
Anyway,
yeah,
enough about Jeff Rutledge.
It's just dumb. Jeff Rutledge.
He did come in and have one good game. I remember that. Anyway, enough about him.
Yeah.
Back to the Cowboys game. Yeah. So the defense played amazingly, except for really that one.
Troman giving up that almost college wide open play.
But I didn't even realize this until I saw it in Twitter that Dunbar didn't play. I mean, so Stroman was in there because of that.
Stroman's got a very steep learning curve to work on. And he also, before that, he did like absolutely house Dak Prescott in the game as well. So, he's
Dak.
I don't know. He's got to get his lump somewhere. So I guess this was it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm watching that clip again. You guys have got to go onto our Twitter, Harry Hog, and check out the, go to our thing at Harry Hog, and then scroll down for a couple of tweets, and you'll see that we love this tweet from Chris at Stevie84, and it just shows it takes a couple seconds for it to go, but then suddenly you see Matt Ioannidis just chuck Zeke like a rag doll, like get out of the way.
Yeah, the link is actually in this Twitter feed here.
Like a man. He's like, whoa.
It's amazing. I just watched it like 20 times in a row and was just cracking up. It will brighten your day to see Zeke just get tossed. Like, it would be like if I was playing football against like a 5-year-old kid and just like tossed him as hard as I could, like on my way to the quarterback.
Like Peak. If you were sitting there and you grabbed Peak and you just threw him as hard as you could to get to the quarterback.
And someone was like, keep in mind that he's a lot bigger than Zeke. And I'm like, what? How many pounds is Zeke? 220? Is he like 50 pounds bigger? Still, they're big men, both of them. And he tossed them like a freaking rag doll.
It's not.
Keep in mind that Zeke is supposed to be the best running back in the league. And then he got held to 34 yards. Is that correct? Am I giving him an extra one?
Where is it? Let's see. What do we have here? Zeke got held to 33 yards. That means he got held to 1/3.
Dude, I think Prescott might have had more rushing yards than him because he broke free on a couple of them, especially at the end.
Dak Prescott was tied.
He tied him?
33 each.
Dude, they suck.
Alex Smith had 16, and he's deceptively slow, man.
He had 16, one of which was on that one where he did not run out of bounds. Sorry, he shouldn't have run out of bounds, and he did. Don't let me mess that up. But Zeke, all right, let's go back to Zeke. It was obvious that our defensive plan was to key on Zeke and keep Dak in the pocket, and they did that successfully. Kerrigan, Preston Smith repeatedly kept them in the pocket, and even got a sack. Kerrigan's sack fumble was amazing. He got through when he had to, but the whole game they kept Dak in the pocket.
Dakota. Which I didn't know that was his name. You told me that. Like his name is Dakota.
Dakota freaking got, I was like, why would you go by Dak? It sounds so dumb. And you were like, well, if your name was Dakota and you were a big football player, dude, wouldn't you go by Dak? And I was like,
want to go by Dak?
I was like, I don't know. What's his middle name?
I don't think we ever figured that out.
I don't know. Someone knows. Someone in the peanut gallery probably knows.
Dak.
So this was an interesting question. I don't know if you saw this. It was posed by someone in our Harry Hog Fantasy Football League. They said, what is the rule now that they had Amari Cooper and he got traded to Dallas? Do they have to cut him?
Oh, that's a good question.
I thought about that. I was like, ooh, that's not really fair to make him cut him. And then I thought this, and this is harsh, but you're the commissioner. You get to decide. My thought was,
Cut!
my thought was, anyone that goes to the Cowboys is dead to me, so therefore he cannot play football. Here's your answer, dude.
Cut!
He can no longer be on your team. You should have had the foresight to know he might go to Dallas.
That's the number one rule of the Harry Hog League. No Cowboys.
Sorry, dude. That sucks for you, but it's just the same as if anyone else's player got injured for the year. I think that might have been the same dude that accidentally drafted Zeke.
Oh, no.
So now he's got no one left, but I'm not really one to laugh because I'm still in last place. All right, so we went into this game with tons of injuries. Chris Thompson out, Crowder out,
again.
Richardson out, Dunbar out, and they fought hard. The team fought hard, even though the offense was not even pedestrian.
We had all those big fat fatties up front finally on defense. You and I have to discuss this because, of course, there's Jerron Payne and Jonathan Allen who had a sack. And Matt Ioannidis, we talked about it for a second. I was like, Matt Ioannidis is better because the other two guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when your slot receiver is really good if you have two really great receivers, like a couple years ago when we had Garcon and Deshaun Jackson, who didn't play on Sunday for the Bucs. And because of those two guys being so good and like needing extra coverage, the third guy gets open a lot if he's good, or even if the third guy's decent.
Because he's going up against their third best cover man.
So, yeah, he's going up against the nickel guy. So Matt Ioannidis is going up against the third best, maybe fourth best offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
So,
maybe.
Yeah.
It doesn't work quite like that on the offensive line, but
it's a little bit different. But, I mean, and think about their offensive line, too. They got a guy who's out for, like, an autoimmune disease, which stinks for that. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's on the IR. Zach Martin's still really, really good. He's an all-pro. But, like, the line the offensive line in Dallas, I think, has really peaked and is now starting to kind of go down a little bit. So, I think that helped us out a lot.
Yeah, the defense, I'm really excited about them. Swearinger had a huge game. He was pumped.
He was super pumped. Kenny Ladler did not have a stat.
He was in the game, though.
He was in the game. Zach Vigil does not have a stat, but he was in the game.
I still think the fact that we had all those injuries and our team fought like they did and got a victory against Dallas, who somehow always beats us, even though it wasn't a pretty win, they scrapped and they got it.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. They scrapped and they won.
And that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, we got injuries, we're not going to win. They did what they had to do, and they got it, barely, thanks to this penalty at the end that saved Alex Smith and Jay Gruden's jobs.
For another week.
Something about a snap infraction, and Dallas fans are all like up in arms. I don't know if you've seen that. They're all like, we got ripped off, man. There was no snap infraction. It was offsides.
Yeah.
And your boyfriend Skip Bayless was all mad about it too.
Who?
Undisputed.
You watched that shit?
No, but I just saw an article that said he was all up in arms.
That's
Papa.
Cool. Papa. That's cool. Who is that guy again?
Dude, wait.
A lot more for being more controversial than we are.
Dude, there's someone named Aaron Allen saying yo 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 that on the thing, but that's me. So how can that be? Is someone using my login?
Ooh, maybe.
Uh-oh. Someone stole my login? Seriously?
Or maybe they changed their name to Aaron Allen.
It's not me in the peanut gallery.
Aaron.
Someone's using my login on YouTube somehow. Dude, don't be using my login. Who is this? The same guy that hacked Desmond C?
Maybe. It's probably Zeke, who right now is getting thrown in Matt Nice. Get out!
Yeah, who's using my login? Anyway, let me see this. All right, what are we talking about? Now that my identity's being hacked right on my own show. if it's my
We
daughter.
were talking about whether there was a penalty on that last field goal kick.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I don't know.
I didn't see a replay of it because I really didn't care. Game was over. Scoreboard.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know if I can answer that question.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go back and watch it. Yeah, I didn't have a voice for like an hour after that.
That was such a Redskins Cowboys game.
Yeah, that kick so looked like it was going into me, and then at the last second, it was like whoop boom.
Yeah,
I was like,
really.
Someone was saying, yeah, because Rich Tandler was up above, and he just went, nope, not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Thanks, Rich.
So yeah, it was an amazing game, and even when we went up 10, I was like, this game is not over yet. Not even close.
Yeah. Your kids were going crazy, and yeah, there was a lot going on there. But there it is. PG Cadre, Jerry Jones.
Here's some other controversy. When Dak lowered his helmet and got nailed by Strowman by his shoulder pad, it looked to me like not only were his eyes going in two different directions when he got up, but when he was going into that tent, I thought I saw him barfing right before they closed it.
I thought I saw him barfing too.
And then he had smelling salts at least twice, I saw.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a lot of people up in arms like, yeah, those doctors, had a concussion.
Those doctors are independent doctors that are hired by the NFL or something like that. They have in no way, shape, or form are they paid under the table by Jerry.
Alamo City Live Music. Alamo City Live Music just commented on the snap infraction that our special teams coach called it by watching film, and they alerted the refs to watch for it. So they watched the film and saw that this guy was doing that and told them before the game, I guess. Smart. He
probably didn't tell Jay Gruden, because Jay Gruden probably would have just been like, all right, I wouldn't even worry about it. Good for our special teams coach. Who's our special teams coach?
Danny, no, I don't know anymore. Who is our special teams coach, Alamo City Live Music? I don't even know.
Katwika.
What are you doing, Kay?
Uh-oh.
She's over there like, huh? We're on the air, Kathleen. Hi. You have something to say about the game? Oh, she's the one that logged in on my account. Downstairs, I guess.
Yo, yo, yo!
Tell us what you think about the Cowboys. Really loud.
Yo, yo, yo!
I don't know if you could hear that, but she said they're poo-poo heads.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's good.
That's
Aaron.
So anyway, it says our D-line waited for it to happen so they could jump the line and force the penalty. Oh, they waited for the ideal time to use it, I guess.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we would normally do, even though Jay Gruden never does that. So good for the special teams coach, whoever that is. Good for him.
Good job.
I'm looking it up because I don't have any idea what special teams coach.
Looking this up. I'm looking it up. Anyway, other points of the game. Yeah, the defense was solid. Special teams were solid.
It's Ben Kotwika. I was right.
I thought Ben Kotwika he replaced Danny, what's his face? That always chewed the gum. Smith,
who's still a coach with the Steelers, I think.
Yeah, I think he's actually from Pittsburgh, so he was happy to go back.
I think he's still like chewing on that one piece of gum.
Yeah, he just sticks it on his nightstand at night and picks it back up the next day. Anyway,
because like his first couple of years, his team sucked, but I mean the whole team sucked. So I guess what do you expect?
Yeah. So what else do I want to talk about in this game? We talked about the Dak Prescott thing. I don't know. I was just amazed that they held that dude to 30-some yards. Who I think was he leading the league in rushing? He was up there, top 3, right?
Something like that. He was doing he was doing really well. This was by far his worst game of the season.
Oh, yeah.
So go us, man.
Go us. Now, my only hopes are that we keep this going next week because somehow we always end up losing to the Giants even though they suck.
They suck. They're terrible.
Did you see them last night?
Our defense, I did not, but I saw highlights this morning. Our defensive line should destroy their offensive line.
Oh, I hope so. They do have a good running back, but so did the Cowboys. We got to win.
Because, I mean, we're feast or famine, man. We show up one week, and the next week we're like
crap.
Just a doom thing. It was crazy.
We've got to show up. Those 2 games against the Giants would go a huge, long way in us making or not making the playoffs. Think about it. We can't afford to give up those games.
Truly, yeah, that's a big problem.
Eagles lost.
We'd watch the end of that
to the Panthers. Who came back. So that was nice to see.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was smart coaching. You're right, Alamo City Live Music, but not by Jay Gruden.
But not by Jay Gruden.
So anyway, do we want to, I don't know, go into our kicks or something? Or do you got others? Do we want to talk about injuries first?
I'm reading up on this long snap,
okay.
And the guy all right, they're talking about the long snapper for Dallas. And he said that he had been this guy, LP Latiker, who tilted the ball before the snap. And he said, exact same thing I've been doing for 14 years. And they said that he's not alone. Long snappers routinely do that before they snap it, and the flag is hardly ever thrown. But it's
still
weird.
Against the rules.
I guess so. Legal ball movement by the center in Dallas versus Washington causes the defense to come across the neutral zone and contact the lineman. To me, I mean, I think about like regular centers doing that with the ball all the time on every team all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that's there's something weird there.
Smart us calling it out.
Smart for us calling it out. We never do that.
Or maybe the refs just hate the Cowboys as much as we do. They should have never even been in that position, though. Let's be frank about this. There was no reason they should have had that timeout left to even do that.
Well,
or nearly that much time.
Being an idiot, they wouldn't have even been in that position to try to tie the game.
Yeah.
So that's all.
All Jay Gruden had to do is call plays to get 1 first down. Just 1.
Those were the worst plays that he called for that drive. It was just, you're sitting there watching it and you're just like, how many times have I seen Jay Gruden screw this up? He's going to do exactly the same thing. He's going to run it, crappy run, incomplete pass.
Yeah. If you're going to pass, do it earlier. If you're going to pass, do it earlier. And it's got to be like a high percentage pass, like a little crossing slant or a little out pattern in the flat where you can get at least a few yards and try to break a couple, but stay in bounds.
Stay in bounds, man.
Or rolling out, and then if you don't have anyone open, just keep the ball and stay in bounds, get in a yard.
Fall down, something. Kick. And balls.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so do we want to talk about injuries, the injury situation?
Yeah, Josh, can you tell us about the injuries?
Oh, man.
I can look them up. You want me to look them up?
I'm looking them up right now. You know why? Because Josh isn't here.
He said he could be here tomorrow.
Yeah, and you know what? Tomorrow he'd say, oh, sorry, dude, I've got toenail fungus.
I was like, I got to be at Bill's tomorrow. I think Kay was actually downstairs watching the podcast.
That's cool.
Was it interesting to you, Kay? Not interesting enough that you watched the whole thing. You just came back up here.
Said yo, yo, yo.
But
the injury report doesn't come out till tomorrow anyway. But we we don't really have too much on the injury report for today.
I didn't really see any. Did anyone really go down during the game?
Uh,
A Redskin?
let's see if there's been anything that
Who was it?
All right, here we go. Quentin
Kathleen
Dunbar.
said she saw one Redskin go down during the game.
Quentin Dunbar was getting a nerve test on his leg that kept him from playing, which is a little
Scary.
unnerving, really.
Yeah. Because the last time we had someone get a nerve test, it was
It was that guy. I can't remember what was his name.
cornerback.
He's out now. He's kind of like a coach now.
Yeah,
Like-
he was really good, and it was like his rookie year. Right? What was his name? Jarrett?
Jarrett. Yep. Keyshawn Jarrett.
Yeah, that guy. So
That's
hopefully Dunbar's all right.
Yeah. So we'll see if Jamison Crowder can come back, Paul Richardson, Chris Thompson, Troy Apke. They all missed the game. They might play this weekend.
Who might?
All four of those guys I just mentioned.
Was one of those guys wasn't Trey Quinn, right? You didn't say him.
Is Trey Quinn on the team?
Yeah, dude, he's on the temporary IR. That's why it would be nice to get him back. I didn't know if he was eligible this week or is it after week 8 or something.
I think it's after week 8.
Okay, so
Or
we
it's
might.
after whatever day they put him on. Or week they have to put him on. You have to be out for 8 weeks. And then
Okay,
they evaluate you to see if you can come back.
so we might be able to get Trey Quinn
Quinn.
in a week or so.
All right, so Fabian Moreau suffered an ankle sprain in the game, and Morgan Moses hurt his elbow. Good Lord, Morgan Moses isn't going to be able to like move by the time he's 35. He's just going to be like, someone bring me food. Someone bring me a beer.
Yeah.
That poor guy's always hurt. I got to say, because I always busted on Morgan Moses because he was like the last tackle taken in that draft, like of the high-end tackles. And, he's one job for sure, but he's a pretty good right tackle all in all, and he plays through a lot of injuries altogether. So,
Oh yeah.
he's
And
not,
I'll have to say that the offensive line held up pretty well in pass protection this weekend too, not only in run support.
even with number 77 back.
Yeah. I didn't even realize Laval was back when he was in there. And who's the guy that the Cowboys were so high on, saying he was so awesome? DeMarcus Lawrence. Did he do anything?
I don't think so. Maybe.
They might have had one sack, but it was one of those where it was like he almost made it back to the line or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, go ahead with what you were saying.
Nope, that was it.
Oh, okay. So no major injuries in this game that we know of, and
Nobody was really in bad shape or anything like that. So,
hopefully Dunbar will be back soon. So, okay, well, that being said, should we go into our
kicks and games.
kicks? Okay.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
This week's kicks brought to you by Ridapoo. If you have a septic tank, get Ridapoo to keep it working for you.
DeMarcus Lawrence had 7 tackles, no sacks.
All right.
You can go ahead and give your kick if you want to give one to like Taco Charlton.
Is that really his name?
It's not a real
Taco?
person. That's what they call him.
There's a guy on the Cowboys named Taco?
You don't remember him from college?
No.
Of course.
Did he go to school with me? I don't think so.
Only if he goes to Louisville. He went to Michigan. That's where he was from.
The big house.
The big house. He was the first round pick.
Well, he wasn't first round material on Sunday.
Taco.
Was Taco going up against Trent, or was he going up against Morgan?
Taco. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Taco.
Taco. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Taco.
Hey.
Taco. I think Trent Williams had himself some taco for lunch. Is what happened.
Yeah. He's had a sack this year. A sack.
Taco.
He got drafted last year. This is his second year.
Taco.
Who knew? Taco.
Can you just see Jason Garrett being like, "Hey,
Hey,
I don't know what his
Taco.
voice is like. Taco,
Hey,
I need you
Taco.
to
Come here, Taco.
come here, Taco." Imagine Jerry Jones and his son talking to Taco on the field. Hey,
Hey.
Taco, it's really nice to meet you. We're going to do some great things over here at the Cowboys, Taco. It's
Taco.
great to have you on the squad. Tell me, Taco, what's your favorite food? Is it a taco? Ha ha ha. I bet you never heard that one before. Where's my son?
Where's my son? I need my
I need to ask him if he thinks we should draft Johnny Manziel over here. Taco. All right. Anyway, taco. What were we talking about? Oh, kicks. All right. So mine's gonna go to. You're letting me go first, even though you know I'm gonna take the obvious.
Yeah, I got to figure out somebody because you guys know who I really want to kick.
The low-hanging fruit.
Anyway, no, there's another person I can kick. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna take Alex Smith.
I'm going to take who you were going to take.
All right. Well, I'm taking Alex Smith primarily for A, missing Jeremy Sprinkle wide open in the end zone on an easy pass.
Goodness. Oh, my goodness. I forgot about that. I can't believe I forgot about that.
And B, for low football intelligence of going out of bounds to stop the clock with 1 minute and 30 seconds left when the Cowboys still had a timeout, which eventually led to them have enough time for an opportunity to kick a field goal, and luckily it was bad, and we won.
Sounds like a plan.
So Alex Smith gets mine.
All right. My kicking the balls is going to go to none other than number 32, Samaje Perine. Perine had 2 rushes. One of them was for 7 yards. However, he averaged 1 yard a carry.
Because the other one was -5 or something like that.
So, because maths. So, yeah. I mean, it was like the game last week. Samaje came in for like 3 plays on that one. And every time he touches the ball, you're like, don't fumble, don't fumble, don't fumble, don't fumble.
Don't go backwards.
I'd rather him go backwards than fumble.
Capri Bibbs is way better than him. And I keep calling him Liddell Betts. I don't know what. He has the same number, right? 46?
He has the same number as him, but you know why? We talked about this during the game, because he's got the same number as Alfred Morris, but Alfred Morris is dead to us because he played for the Cowboys, so we don't even include him on the roster, on like the all-time roster.
You know, just like Amari Cooper is to whoever that is in the league that sent the email that has to cut him now.
God!
Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
That's never come up in all these years. For those of you that don't know, in the Harry Hog Football Fantasy Football League, no one's allowed to have a Cowboy on the team.
That's right.
Even though Yahoo says that 100% of teams own Ezekiel Elliott, they are lying because he's not owned in the Harry Hog Football Fantasy Football League.
Because if someone tries to pick him up, he has to cut him. Yeah. Cut.
I'm talking about drawing a line in the sand, dude. Across this line, you do not.
No Cowboys. So if you really wanted Taco, you couldn't pick him up. Anyway, so you're giving yours to P. Rind.
Charlton. You know the other
because
is Frenchie.
Dude, that's not who I would have gone with, to tell you the truth. My other obvious one was
Stroman had that guy get like super wide open on him.
Yeah, Stroman. That was the other one.
Out like Dax though. So
yeah, but he gave up a giant touchdown. If you think about it though, that was like the lone bad play of the game that I can think about for the defense.
Yeah,
Norman actually played pretty well.
Norman had one miss, like he tried to get the ball out, and he just missed the guy, really.
Missed tackle, yeah.
But he only had one.
Yeah. So Okay, so here it is. Let's see. So, all right, let's look in the peanut gallery and see who they're giving their kicks to.
Yeah. Even Josh Doxson had a decent game.
Josh Doxson looked like he was stepping it up there for a bit. Yeah, it was good. I don't see anyone in the peanut gallery. Alex Smith from San.
Yeah.
Michael Graff. It looks like he's giving his to Alex Smith also. I'm giving them 5 more seconds to put one in here, but I think that's pretty much everyone that's in the chat anyway. Dude, we haven't even seen Rabbit Rads in here in forever.
I think he was here last week.
Oh, yeah. What's his new name? You don't even remember his new name.
Rabbit Rads.
Rabbit Rats. Okay. Anyway, so with
It
that
might be
being,
in a few weeks when we get to the stadium.
yeah, we'll see him in a couple. Maybe. Hopefully, we'll see all these dudes there. All right.
Taco.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
The Game Ball Award.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Who sponsors the Game Ball Award?
Sour
Let's see. Sponsored by Sour Skittles.
Skittles.
Free
Not-
advertising.
I'll give mine. I'll give mine to AP. Because if we didn't have AP, we'd be in last place.
I love you guys, man.
Yeah, I concur with that. He had another amazing game. Every time he gets the ball, he just looks like
He's a man
caged
among boys.
beast
He's
trying to.
unbelievable.
Yeah, he does not. He gives 110%, not 111, on every single play.
Which is the same as 100.
110% on every single play.
There's nothing higher than 100.
10% extra. It would be like if you had one person that was capable of 101 AP, and then you had another AP capable of 100. He would give, then it would just be 1 AP. All right, stop talking about math. He gives an extra something on every single play than every other player I've seen.
Other players don't give 100%. Well, if they do, they're just not as good as him.
Yeah, okay.
He's just a man. He's a man. He's not a man child. He's just unbelievable. He's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give mine to. Do I have a drum roll? No, I don't have one. I'm giving mine to. Are you ready for this? Ryan Kerrigan.
Yeah.
For the strip sack that resulted in the touchdown from Preston Smith, who also had a pretty good game.
Yeah,
So-
you could give it. Yeah, Ryan Kerrigan had 2 sacks, including the strip ball fumble that Preston Smith picked up. So good on him. And Preston Smith got hurt in that game earlier. So
He also had a lot of pressures through the entire game.
pressure.
A lot of pressure. So yeah, Ryan Kerrigan. Let's see, Josh. I don't know. He didn't send me one.
I think Josh wanted to give a game ball to Quentin Dunbar. And he probably wanted to kick in the balls. He probably wanted to kick AP in the balls because he didn't get 100 yards.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
All right, let's look in the peanut gallery. Saying game ball to Matt Ioannidis for the Zeke toss. That's what we're naming this podcast, Zeke toss.
Zeke toss, man. I've still got it on, like right here. He's still going. Here goes. Ioannidis grabs him and get out of the way.
I wish I could get a link to it real quick so I could just pull it on the actual video podcast, but I don't know where one is. I mean, there's actually a link. I can see the link in our Twitter feed, but I can't copy and paste it. So
Here, I just put it in there for people to go check it out if they want to see him get tossed and leave, and they pull up quick to retrieve it.
You put it on the YouTube chat?
Yep.
Oh, it's not coming up for me. Weird.
It's not coming up under John Shaft.
No. The last thing I see is Michael Graff, Capri Bibbs for getting in the end zone.
You don't have me, dude.
I don't have you.
You don't
I
have
you. Maybe I accidentally muted you.
Maybe.
All right, so other game balls. All right, Mad 99ers for tossing Zeke. Alamo City Live Music says DJ Swearinger because he's on a mission. Yeah, dude, that near interception flip.
Even Everett had like a good play, and like the one play he was in, he had like a tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Everett.
Capri Bibbs for getting in the end zone, and Alamo City reminds me and my old brain that Rabid Rads is B&G Buns.
B&G.
B&G Buns. Taco.
he called that. Nice.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, is there anything else we want to say about this amazing victory against Dallas?
It's fantastic. I'm very, very pumped. I hope we can. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We are grittily getting victories, and that's something that we weren't able to do in the past. So we'll see if it continues.
I will point out that we are in first place in the division.
Yeah.
By what, one game? Whole game?
I think it's a whole game.
Yeah. We're 4-2, I think. Philadelphia and the Cowboys are 3-4.
3-4.
They're both 3-4?
I'm trying to look it up.
So that means we're a game and a half up. Is that correct?
They're 3-4, yeah.
Because we had our bye already.
Philadelphia is 3-4, but they have, I guess, a tiebreaker on Dallas.
Yeah, so we're a game and a half on everybody.
Yeah, man. And the Giants are 1-6, who are our next target at 1 o'clock this weekend.
Who I'm a little concerned about. And that was a great segue into Aaron's precarious prediction. That was the music.
Aaron's precarious prediction, brought to you by Aaron and his son.
And his daughter.
And his daughters.
So basically, Kathleen confirmed that she was the one that stole my login and said, yo, yo, yo.
That's funny. Make sure she doesn't purchase it.
She's over there like laughing about it right now. Okay, here we go. Precarious prediction. We're playing in the Ghetto Lands, right? Or the new Ghetto Lands? Met Ghetto Lands?
Ghetto Lands.
All right. 1 o'clock p.m. Redskins go in there. It's going to be chilly. A chilly day. As in people are going to be eating chili in the stands off of people's shirts with nacho chips. All right. First drive of the game. The Giants will have it because they're going to lose the toss, and we're going to elect to defer as usual. Giants are going to start at their 25-yard line. First play, strip sack. Deron DePayne. Strip sack picked up by Jonathan Allen, who rumbles 20 yards for the touchdown.
Rumbles and stumbles. And Eli Manning is sitting there looking at him in his humongous helmet going.
Yeah. 7-0 to start off with 14:52 left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Redskins kick off. Some idiot tries to return it out of the end zone. He gets tackled at like the 8-yard line. First play, sack. Manning at the 4. Second play, bottle up Saquon Barkley at the 2. Third play, sack in the end zone. Safety. Redskins up 9-0 with 14-12 left to go in the first quarter. You guys might want to strap in. We're going to be here for a while. 9-0. Free kick from the Giants. Returned by... Who's even returning? Stroman?
Sure.
No, Kenny Ladler will be in for some reason. He's going to return it and fumble it, but luckily our dude's going to the ball. First offensive play up 9-0. Alex Smith. 2. Josh Doxson. In the seam. 4. 60-yard touchdown. Redskins up 16. Wait, am I doing my math right? 16-0. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. 16-0.
Maths.
All right, I'm not going to go through every play. I know you guys are getting bored. So here we go. So the Redskins are going to continue their dominant performance on defense, and Saquon Barkley will be held to 44 yards on the ground. Passing game from Eli will add another 82 yards. So they're only going to end up with like 100, 150 yards the whole game. Redskins offense will pick it up a little bit, not too much, but the defense is going to be so dominant that we're going to get so many points off of defensive strip sacks, safeties, and interception returns that the Redskins are going to win this game 26 to 3. The 3 is going to come on one lucky play where Saquon Barkley goes out on a swing pass and busts past our third tertiary cornerback.
Tertiary.
I don't think that
will probably be Stroman again.
So anyway, yo, Matt Q's in the room. Alamo City saying, yo, let's make it 3 in a row.
Yeah, man.
Does
Sure.
that pretty much do it for us? So Redskins this week against Giants, my precarious prediction, 26 to 3. Last week, I predicted the Redskins would win a tight one, 14 to 13, and it was pretty close at 20 to 17.
Close enough.
I'm 4-2 on my predictions this year. With that being said, this has been another triumphant episode, Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins fans podcast.
Dude, check us out on Twitter at Harry Hog. Check out Desmond C. Lee 2, a long time number of sponsors. Check out harryhogfootball.com.
Yep. Send us an email, Aaron at harryhogfootball.com or John at harryhogfootball.com or Josh if you want to say, where are you, dude?
Yeah, just be like Josh. Where are you? And it'll go.
Oh, man. Dude. I called it.
I told him.
Anyway,
We'll be back one day, we swear.
we'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins, and especially this week, if you see a Cowboys fan,
You know what to do.
choke 'em.